Unless we at Waseda make up our mind to catch up with the leading universities of the world now.
June 20th, 2019. President Eiji Tanaka held a press conference to discuss the progress of his first 6 months as president and future plans in teaching, research, and culture.
早稲田は何十年か、30年、40年かかっても世界の一流の大学になるんだと。
Waseda that shines on the global stage. In order to realize that goal, Tanaka reported that he met dozens of times with faculty, staff, and students to discuss goals, values, and principles. He described efforts such as diversifying corporations involved in practical industry cooperative workshops, the internationalization of faculty, as well as the redevelopment of campus to enrich the learning environment. In parallel with teaching and research, cultural pursuits include the realization of the International House of Literature, also known as the Murakami Library. The project was announced in November 2018 together with alumnus Haruki Murakami. The design has been commissioned to world-renowned architect and Waseda professor Kengo Kuma. Aiming to develop intellectual resilience and flexible sensitivity in students, Waseda has made steady progress towards shining on the global stage over the past year. Waseda Topics. At Waseda, more than 10,000 undergraduate and graduate students enroll or graduate every year. 50,000 study every day, and the road ahead is becoming clearer. A research group led by Professor Masato Sekine at the Faculty of Science and Engineering developed a system ready to deploy that predicts in real time urban flooding across the 23 wards of Tokyo. The system is expected to be ready for the Tokyo Olympics and Paralympics in the summer of 2021.
I guess we should pay attention to the way we speak.
As the importance of data science in many fields increases, Waseda held its first data science competition. Using the July 21st, 2019 House of Councilors election as a case study, 43 teams of students from Waseda and affiliated high schools submitted projected results and presentation materials. 13 teams were chosen to present their findings.
結果的に2019年のその選挙区と比例代表の結果というものを見てみますと。
Remember 2016, a team of 3 students from the School of Political Science and Economics won the Grand Prix for its sophisticated analysis of district seats and proportional representation results. President Tanaka sat down with University of Kyoto professor Shinya Yamanaka. Yamanaka is the director of the Center for iPS Cell Research and Application and a recipient of the 2012 Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine. Professor Yamanaka shared his hope that young researchers not be bound by theory or fear of failure. The 2 leaders, one in iPS cell research and the other in political science, shared their thoughts on the challenges and future prospects in research and education. With 4,500 students studying abroad annually and over 6,000 international students currently enrolled, Waseda is aiming for even further internationalization, starting with the 2019 fall entrance ceremony conducted completely in English.
To contribute to people around the globe in some way and make Waseda's name truly global one. When you graduate from this university, I hope you will have found at least one thing to which you are determined to devote yourself.
Latvian President Egils Levits visited campus and gave a lecture titled Latvia's Perspective on Challenges in Modern Democracies. President Levits was active in restoring Latvia's independence and was one of the drafters of the declaration. It was a priceless experience for the audience to hear his stories.
And sort of restoring order and democracy.
In Eastern Europe has not.
The Central Library reopened in March 2020 after extensive renovations in 2018 and 2019 to expand its functionality. The goal was to combine the traditional peaceful atmosphere with space for dynamic activities.
東京大学の先端性と早稲田の幅の強さ、ボリュームで、それが対話をして新しい価値を生み、知の発信をすれば、サイバーとフィジカルの両空間が融合するという。
Waseda concluded an agreement promoting collaboration and cooperation with the University of Tokyo. The institutions, one public and one private, crossed boundaries to work together to create new value and accelerate change in Japanese society. Looking toward the Tokyo Olympics and Paralympics, Waseda is also shining in sports. Waseda Sports. The 2019 Rugby World Cup in Japan inspired excitement and emotion throughout the nation. 2011 Sports Sciences graduate Ryohei Yamanaka played in every match for the Japan national team in its historic campaign, exchanging Waseda's red and black stripes for Japan's red and white. He brought the same furious passion to the game. Waseda's rugby football team won at the 56th National Collegiate Championship, ending its 11-year drought. For the first time in 23 years, Waseda played against Meiji University in the final. After losing to Meiji in the Japanese competition a month before, Waseda came roaring back, scoring 6 tries. The winners were honored with a parade as fans and alumni gathered near the team's practice facility in Kami-Igusa. The athletes sang the Araburu victory song and promised a repeat performance next year. The Automobile Club were also collegiate champions. The men's team won the All-Japan Student Automobile Association Annual Championship, ending a 11-year drought. Swimmer Daya Seto won gold medals in the 200-meter breaststroke and the 400-meter individual medley at the July 2019 World Championships in Gwangju, South Korea. The 2017 Sports Sciences graduate qualified for the Tokyo Olympics in both events. Despite the one-year postponement of the Games, he will keep his qualification, and expectations for his performance are high. Suguru Osako set a new Japanese record of 2 hours, 5 minutes, and 29 seconds at the 2020 Tokyo Marathon. The 2014 Sports Sciences graduate gave his signature fist pump at the finish line, having also clinched a spot on the Tokyo Olympic team. The novel coronavirus, in a matter of weeks, spread and stoked anxiety across the world. Waseda University, placing top priority on safety and the prevention of the spread of the virus, canceled the spring graduation and entrance ceremonies, postponed the start of the spring semester, and expanded its online courses. For economically challenged students, a wide range of emergency measures were taken. These include financial aid, as well as the loaning of computers and Wi-Fi devices for online learning, in total valuing approximately 500 million yen. As the world is shaken by global-scale social change and crises, Waseda University, under the leadership of President Tanaka, is implementing innumerable measures to contribute to the people of the world. As the Waseda that shines on the global stage.